Okay, student. Today we are discuss the first chapter, right? In science, chemical reaction and equation, right? So chemical reaction or equation. This chapter already we are right learn lot of different type of theory, different type of example, right? In class ninth, right? Okay, we start the chapter is here, right? What is a chemical reaction and what is chemical equation? Clear? Okay. Here. Consider the following situation of daily life and think what happened when. Right? Means in daily life we are consider the different type of situation. Right? All situation is related to the chemical reactions and different type of equations. Right? Some example we are discuss here. Okay, one by one example we are discuss here. Milk is left at a room temperature during the summer, right? Means milk in a room temperature is left because the reason is simple, right? In milk, lactose is present is there, and lactose is converted to the lactic acid, right? Means first here lactose is converted to lactic acid, right? This is reason milk is left in room temperature, right? Second example, an iron tawa pan nails is left exposed to the humid atmosphere, right? Humid atmosphere means moisture related atmosphere is there. Means second example, iron, right, is react the oxygen, it gives the iron oxide. This is called the corrosion, right? Means this is another example. This is also example of chemical change, right? Third example is grape get fermented. Fermented means this is a one type of preparation of alcohol, right? Use the different type of fruits just like grapes, right? Wheat, apples, right? Means fermented means this is a one type of preparation of alcohol, right? Alcohol, and this process is also, right, is a example of chemical change, right? Third is the food is cooked. When we are right, actually daily life we are prepare the food, right? Cook the food. This is also one type of permanent change, right? So this is again example of chemical change. And next example is food get the digested in our body, right? Means when we are take the food, right? Food or our stomach is release the hydrochloric acid, right? After food or hydrochloric acid is combined, right? Means react, then energy is form of glucose in our body is released. C6H12O6, this is the formula of glucose, right? And this energy, right, when food or hydrochloric acid is combined, right, and this side is the LHS, means left hand side, this side is RHS, right hand side, right? This one is the reactant, right? This side is reactant and this side is product. Clear? Means without reactant product is not possible. Means this is also one type of permanent reaction. So this is also example of chemical change, right? Food get digested in our body, right? Next example is we respire. Respire means respiratory system. Always we are take the oxygen, right, and release to carbon dioxide, right? When this process is called the respiratory system. Means here lot of different example we are discuss here, right? In chapter 1, chemical reaction and equation, right? Just like a milk is left as room temperature during the summer. Why during the summer? Because summer temperature is high compared to other season. Okay. Second is an iron tawa pan nails is left exposed to the humid atmosphere, means moisture related atmosphere, right? And grapes get fermented, food is cooked, right? And next is a food get digested in our body and we respire. All example is the chemical change, right? Means permanent change is a chemical change and temporary change is the physical change, right? Lot of another example is also we are discussed here. What is a chemical change and what is permanent change, right? Means chemical change or permanent change, right? Both are is the one type of chemical reaction and chemical equation, right? Next we are discuss the theory. In all the above situation, the nature and the identity of the initial substance has somewhat changed. We have already learned about physical and chemical change in of matter in our previous classes, right? Here underline is here physical change or chemical change, right? You are already learned, right? Physical change or chemical change in your previous classes. Previous classes means your ninth classes, right? And chapter number 3 and chapter number 4 we are already learned what is physical change, what is chemical change, right? So here discuss the we have lot of different example, permanent examples, right? This one is all are is example of chemical change and some temporary changes also, right? Another physical change example means suppose water, right, in room temperature is always liquid form, but when water is then heated 100 degree centigrade, clear? So this liquid is a change to gaseous form, and another is the water suppose room temperature, right? So again is water same change, the situation is liquid form, and when 0 degree centigrade, right, water temperature, then same water situation is converted to the solid, right? Means here this process is reversible. Reversible means what? Reversible means suppose here change the right state. Here is the liquid form, here is the gas form, here is again liquid form, and here is again change the solid form is there. Here means here liquid to change gas, gas to change liquid, liquid to change solid. This process is reversible, right? Means temporary. So this is an example of physical. Clear? Lot of different example we are discussing here. Some is the physical and some is chemical, right? Okay. Here, whenever the chemical change occur, we can say that a chemical reaction has taken place. Means this is a change of state, right? This is a one type of chemical reactions, right? Chapter name is chemical reaction and equation. And equation is what, right? Equation means symbolic presentation, right? Symbolic presentation. We are discussed to the next paragraph. Okay. You may perhaps be wondering as to what is actually meant by a chemical reactions. How do we come to know that a chemical reaction has taken place? Right? Let us perform some activity to find the answer to their questions. Means here we are a right chemical change or physical change. Right? Here discuss the one activity. Actually, this activity is very important. Maximum time in asked in board examination 2 or 3 marks question, right? Means here in first paragraph we are discussed a lot of different example. What is a physical change and what is chemical change, clear? And different right theory or example, right? So just like discuss the first paragraph, milk is left in room temperature, right? Grapes fermentation, food cooked, right? Food get digested in our body or we respire. All are is example of chemical change. Okay, we are discussing here activity, right? This activity is very important to 1 marks and 2 marks in board examination, right? We have discussed the activity 1, clear? Okay, here we are take the one burner, right? Burner, and here magnesium strip. Right, magnesium strip means what? Right, magnesium is formula is Mg. This is a one type of metal, right? Magnesium strips. And when burning this magnesium strip is here, right? Suppose burning the magnesium strip, and after here dazzling flame is release here, right? And after burning, suppose this one is watch glass, here watch glass, and this magnesium is converted to white powder is here, and this one is formula is magnesium oxide. Here means this is also magnesium ribbon. This is magnesium ribbon is here. Right, means after burning, right, this one is the white white powder converted is there, means when magnesium is burning present of oxygen, right? So this process is also is one type of permanent, clear? And here dazzling flame means what, right? Some different type of metal when, right, is joined, right, this type of flame is released here, clear? Means this activity is very important, and one question is maximum asked here, right, 2 or 3 marks, right? This question is why we are burning the magnesium ribbon before, right? Magnesium ribbon is clean, because reason is simple, magnesium is metal and here is a black substance, oxide layer is removed, right? Because without removing the oxide layer, right, magnesium ribbon is not proper, burning is there, right? This activity is the very important, right, in board examination, and maximum time asked, right, in board examination, why magnesium ribbon is clean, clear? Okay, next second page we are discussed, you must have the observe that magnesium ribbon burned with the dazzling white flame, right? Means here is the, when magnesium ribbon is burned, here white dazzling flame is, right, we can see easily, clear? Okay, here ribbon burned with the dazzling white flame and change into the white powder, and this magnesium after burning change the white powder, right? And this white powder formula is the MgO and name is the magnesium oxide, clear? And here this powder is the magnesium oxide, underline is here, this powder is called the magnesium oxide and formula is the MgO here, right? Okay, it is the form due to the reaction between the magnesium and oxygen present in air, right? Means this is the one type of chemical reaction is here, right? Magnesium, right, when burning means magnesium Mg plus O2, it gives the Mg or O. This is a one type of chemical reaction. Means this activity is also related to the chemical change, because the reason is simple, magnesium ribbon burn present of oxygen, right? This is not a reversible, right? So this equation is the, right, example of chemical change, clear? Means activity 1.1 is very important in both point of view, right? Okay, we are discuss the next activity, right? This activity is again an example of chemical change, right? Okay, here next activity we are discuss activity 1.2, right? Activity 1.2. So what is activity 1.2, right? 1.2 or 1.3, right? Take a lead nitrate solution. Lead nitrate solution means lead means Pb, nitrate means NO3. This is the formula of lead nitrate, right? Okay, add the potassium iodide solution to this, and what do you observe? Add the potassium iodide, potassium matlab K, iodide means A. This is formula of potassium iodide, right? Okay, next activity we are discuss is the activity 1.3, right? Okay, suppose we are take the one conical flask, right? This activity is also very important, right? This is another example of chemical change, clear? And here is cork, this one is the cork, this one is a glass tube, this one is conical flask, and here we are take the some piece of zinc granule. Zinc granule means zinc Zn, right? Formula is Zn, and this is also one type of metal, right? And here we are a dilute sulfuric acid. So what is formula of sulfuric acid? H2SO4, right? Means this activity we are discussing here again is activity 1.3. This is also example of chemical change, right? We are take the one conical flask, right? Conical flask, and this one is the cork, right? And this one is the conical flask, this one is the glass tube, right? And here H2 gas is released here, right? And zinc granule means a small piece of zinc, right? Small piece of zinc is there, right? And what is chemical reaction is here? Suppose zinc means formula is Zn plus dilute H2SO4, right? Dilute H2SO4, it gives, right? Here Zn react the SO4 and here new product or compound ZnSO4 plus H2 gas is released here. Same this H2 gas is, right, released here, right? Means when metal is react the acid, right, here dilute acid, dilute or concentrate, both are different here. Dilute means what? Suppose here we are take the 80% acid, right? Suppose 80% acid or 20% water, means simple example, acid, right, acid ratio is more compared to water, this one is called the dilute, right? Dilute or concentrate, both are is different here. Dilute means, right, heat is very less amount present in here, clear? So this activity is also we are discuss here. Suppose we are take the, right, one zinc granules, small piece of granule means what? Small piece of zinc, right? And we are take the dilute H2SO4, right? When zinc or H2SO4 is react, then ZnSO4, name of ZnSO4 is a zinc sulfate or H2 gas is released here, right? Means this is also one type of chemical reaction. Chapter name is also chemical reaction, and this is one type of reaction is there, right? So this is another example of chemical change, right? Next theory we are discuss here, say activity 1.1 or 1.3, right? These two activities is very important to exam point of view, right? Both are is the example of, right, chemical change. Clear? Means first page, right? First page, right? We are discussed a lot of different type of example, right? Chemical change or physical change. Clear? Just like a milk is left at a room temperature, and iron tawa pan nails is left exposed to the humid atmosphere. Humid means moisture related atmosphere, right? Grapes get the fermented, food is cooked, food get the digested in our body, or we respire. All are is example of chemical change, right? And one activity is also very important discussed in first page here, magnesium ribbon, right? When magnesium ribbon is burning or present of oxygen, it gives the white color powder or dazzling flame is released here. Means this is example of chemical change. Clear? Another activity we are discussed here, activity 1.2, take the lead nitrate solution. Lead means Pb, nitrate matlab NO3, means what is formula of lead nitrate? PbNO3, and add the potassium iodide. Potassium iodide matlab, right, potassium means K, iodide matlab I here, right? Okay. Activity 1.3 we are already discussed here, right? Suppose from the above three activity, right? Next theory we are discussing here. From the above three activity, we can say that any of the following observation helps us to determine whether a chemical reaction has taken place. Means when chemical reaction, right, after chemical reaction, different state is changed here. Just like a change in state. State means what? Solid to liquid, liquid to gas, gas to again solid is there, right? State is changed here. Change in color means after chemical reaction, color is also changes there, right? We are discuss the simple example activity 1.3. Clear? And evolution of gas or gas is released here, means any metal is react the acid, right? Some different type of gas is released here, right? And change in temperature, and sometimes temperature is also changes there, right? Means all different examples we are discuss the chemical changes there. As we observe the change around us, we can see that there is a large variety of chemical reaction taking place around us. We will study about the various types of chemical reaction, and there are symbolic presentation in this chapter. Means symbolic presentation means what? When, right, when suppose we are discussing here activity 1.3, just like a zinc granule, right? Zinc granule present of sulfuric acid H2SO4, when both are is react, right? So zinc means formula is Zn right? And sulfuric acid means H2SO4. So this one is the symbolic presentation. Symbolic presentation is an example of equations, right? And next class we are discussed to the chemical equation. Right, means here we are discussed the different example of chemical change, physical change, and two activity discussed today is here. First is the magnesium ribbon burning of present of oxygen, right, and second is dilute sulfuric acid or zinc granule when react, right, then change the state, change in color, and evolution of gases and change in temperature is also, right. Thank you. We are at the next lecture is chemical equation.